Alright guys, Unit Ben Central Coast Disc Golf back with part 3 of the Central Coast Team Challenge. Adam Chibalewski is up 2 on Tim Messer, and Skylar is up 3 over Nick. And we're starting off part 3 on hole 19, Ben, 340 downhill.
Yeah, as a whole, we saw Leaf Swinson throw a putter at in the Jelly Jam video.
Yeah.
It's pretty long downhill, but, you know, you don't have to throw something all that fast to get it to glide all the way.
Yeah.
We're going to see a good example of a finesse touch on a destroyer here.
Yeah.
Done by Adam.
Wow, that looks parked.
Yeah, it is.
Nice. He gives the fist pump, you know it's a good shot.
Oh, yeah. So Tim's going to give the example of the slower disc, throwing the Rock 3 here.
Ooh, that turned over.
And let's blame it on the first round.
Yeah.
It made it a little too flippy.
Yeah, they did.
That wind just took it, and as you can see, a lot of glide. But
Wow.
just the wrong way.
It sure was. And Nick's got his Tsunami. Kind of an overstable fairway, Ben?
Yeah, pretty similar to Firebird, or what they've now come out with is the Hellfire.
Gotcha.
And good shot there, maybe just a hair short.
Yeah, not bad at all. And Skylar looking to match that after Nick put the pressure on him.
And he's throwing a zone. He's
Really?
trying to get his putter there.
Wow.
Yeah, just throws it pretty wide, and that settles up pretty close.
Yeah, just a little bit short left of a putt. And Tim pretty much needs to throw this in because Adam's real
Adam's
close.
parked.
Yeah.
Well, he gave it a shot.
He wanted it, you know. You can't say he didn't want it.
That's all you can do at that point. No, he wanted it.
Exactly. And then looks like Nick finished short left like we were saying. Needs this because Skylar's a little bit closer.
No pressure. He's got the whole second card staring at him.
Yeah, right.
Good try.
I hate that. And the camera guy, too, man.
And the camera guy. Yep. Oh,
AKA
man.
you.
Skylar with some speed wobbles there. AKA me. Yes,
Yeah.
that's true. That wasn't me. Yeah.
Could have got a point right there. That was definitely within his range. And there's Adam dropping in a birdie for a point.
Yeah, Nick and Skylar both struggling with some circle putts. Oh, well, it happens.
Yep. Figured one of them would make
You could
it.
see the wind going, so
Yeah,
it wasn't like it was completely calm.
Yeah, later in the afternoon, it really starts to get whipping out there.
Oh, yeah. That's Ryan Ranch.
Mm-hmm. And so looks like Adam's up 3 now, and Skylar's up 3 on a hole 20, par 4, 520 feet uphill, dogleg right, and then a dogleg left. Just an absolute bomb of a hole, then.
Yeah, you know, in the Worlds, there were a couple eagles on this. Will Schustrick and I believe Eric McCabe both somehow put it in two, which is pretty unbelievable when you really see the lay of this hole.
Seriously, that's incredible.
Yeah, just to put yourself within throwing range is pretty crazy.
Yeah. Where you can see the basket, you got to be just an absolute bomb. Tim
is 520 and it's uphill pretty much the whole way.
Yeah, probably plays closer to like 600, 650.
Oh yeah.
And,
this is another one of my favorite parts. Nick gets a little too much on that, and Adam goes, "I heard chains." Well, it was chain link.
Love it, love it. Got the assist there from keeping him in bounds. Ooh, Skylar going over the top.
Well, it looks like he maybe got the wind, knocked him down a little bit, but it wasn't enough to knock him into the trees, and he is safe and pretty far up the fairway, I believe.
Nice. So the basket's kind of in line with that huge tree off to the left. And
yeah, you have to kind of hook around these trees on the left side.
Exactly. And so Nick kind of just played a forehand right up the middle, it looked like. Or not forehand, overhand, thank you.
Yeah. And Adam knew right out of his hand he just did not send that wide enough, and it's not a desirable place to be in those trees.
No. It was the right line, just needed a little bit higher. And it looks like
that's right.
Tim tried to correct off that.
Yep. Yeah, he did so.
I think it worked, yeah. And is this
Skylar's drive?
His drive?
All the way out here, yeah.
Dang. That's a crush.
Oh, yeah.
That's a pretty interesting second shot through a kind of a anti-forehand?
Yeah, he couldn't really backhand it too well from that footing.
Yeah.
And he just tried to get out and around and maybe give himself a putt for 3.
That's a pretty good roller out right there from... was that Nick?
I believe he's rolling the Aerobi Arrow there. I'm not sure.
Nice.
Do you think?
Oh, that was Adam?
That was. Yep.
Yeah, gotcha. So here's Nick with his third shot.
Laying up for a par 4.
Mm-hmm. And this is Skylar's third shot for a birdie.
Got to look to take it right here.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see what a big 3 this hole is.
Oh, yeah.
Just imagine getting an eagle on it.
Yeah, that's pretty unfathomable.
That's why they make the not-so-big
Yeah, yeah.
We're working on it. We're working.
That's where they get rated highly. We'll put it that way.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Tim is going to be for a 4, I believe.
And
Laying up.
yeah.
Because
I think that might have actually been
for 3. Yeah, I think you're right. That was for a 3. But he knows that.
Wow, yeah, he put together 2 great shots.
Yeah, Adam's taking a 5, so he didn't want to risk anything.
Right, an easy 4 right there.
Yeah, that's smart match play right there. Is what that is.
Yeah, and I mean you don't get that close to the basket without making 2 really terrific shots.
Yep, for sure. So we're on to hole 21 here. 422 feet, just dead straight, but it's got this really intimidating gap off the tee.
Yeah, this is do you go up the gut, or do you kind of try to put it a little higher and make sure that you make the gap? Because it's 422. It's kind of just sitting there. If you can throw it 400 feet, but you better make that gap.
You sure better. Tim taking the box after getting a point. And he threw an
And got a good flex on. I think it was his turn, and it just kind of kept turning.
Kept going right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Adam also throwing a turn.
Yeah, it seems to be the popular choice of the number 1 seeds.
Yeah. Throwing a hyzer flip up the middle. And he gets some fade, though.
That was a good throw right there. Just enough turn to the right and came back.
Gonna be a little short for a legitimate putt, though, I believe.
422, Skyler's probably going for this.
Yeah, he's got the power to get there. Dude crushes.
Yeah, got it over to the right a little bit and hung it out. Wow, he should have a putt.
Dang, that's pretty much pin high.
Yeah, huge throw.
And Nick going overhand?
Yeah, I think this might be kind of a safe approach. I don't think he's going to park it at 422 feet.
Taking the safe play for par here.
Yeah.
That's a really big overhand. That's like, if you can park that, that's almost, you could contend for the world record.
Yeah.
I think it's the overhand record's like 450, something like that.
Yeah, by Jason Cortella.
Yeah, Bay Area dude.
Yeah, someone I've had a chance to hang out with.
Yeah, super nice guy.
Actually, I think Jason down south in Santa Barbara.
Is he? Oh, okay,
Where
gotcha.
he was for school.
Okay. I think he has the forehand world record too.
That might be right. Right, I've seen his forehand and it's huge.
Yeah. Looks like Adam just laying up for his par. And Nick is going to be just laying up here as well. Too far out for the legitimate run.
Yeah, he's just trying to put it up close for 3.
Does so
Well
nicely.
done.
Yeah. And Skyler, man. That's a bomb.
Wow, yeah, that's his drive.
Yeah. Pin high. Gets a point.
Woo. That's a big birdie right there.
I did not expect somebody to get a point with a birdie on this hole, Ben.
No, that's a great way to get a point going down the stretch.
For sure. Tim coming back for his par. Makes that no worries.
Yeah, good putt.
So you're going to push with Adam again. And Nick doesn't need to make that because Skyler already made it 2. Dang. Very impressive. So Skyler getting another point. He's up 4, and Adam's up 2 on Tim. We're on to hole 22, 438. This one you're also thrown out of the trees, Ben. You got some trees on the right, a little bit downhill, but it's a tough hole.
Yeah, kind of similar to the last one when it's in this position. They have kind of a short position that plays well for forehands, but this is sort of like the last hole, and I think Tim just wanted to play it safe.
Yeah.
I don't think he was really going for this one.
No, he kind of just threw the over the trees out, get out in the middle of the fairway shot.
If you got an arm like Skyler,
yeah,
maybe go for it. But most people, you just want to put it way out in the fairway, give yourself as short an upshot as possible, because you could kind of go long, and anything left on the upshot is an undesirable place to be.
Yeah. Yeah, you really don't want to be on those trees on the right either.
No, that's even worse, yeah.
And that was Skyler, I believe?
Yeah. Skyler kind of going a little more big, just hyzer all the way.
Yeah.
And that might have even been kind of a safe approach from him.
And Nick flirting with those trees, Ben.
Definitely.
Yeah, but stayed safe at least.
Settles up, yeah.
And Tim looking to just get up and down for his 3. Should most likely be a push because Adam's pretty far out.
Yeah. Tim's rocking the familiar Rhino and gives it a chance.
Yeah, sure did.
Let's go right up there.
Yeah, just a little bit long, but should have no problem with that comebacker.
Yep.
And it looks like Nick's throwing his breaker.
I do believe so, yeah. It's SP breaker.
Yeah, fantastic upshot disc.
Yeah, it just always hooks up.
Mm-hmm. There it is, doing that. It goes a little bit long, right? But it should be able to make that one. And Adam for a point, but probably can't give it 100%. Yeah, I couldn't give it that 100% go, though, you know?
Looked like it might be hole 16 all over again, but not quite.
And there's a layup for par from Skylar and Tim.
Tim actually ended up with a rough look for par.
He did, didn't he?
He was right under it, and it just kind of scurried over there.
Oh, no, Tim.
Next thing you know...
Oh, man.
Oh, that's rough.
That's a heartbreaker.
I mean, it looked like he was right under the basket.
It did, didn't it?
It was a really unfortunate lie for how close he was.
He must got a little skip and roll or something.
Yeah.
And Nick coming back for his par. A little long right. Oh, man.
Oh, man, he also... This is the thing about Ryan Ranch.
Yeah.
And, you know... I guess in Santa Cruz we're spoiled, I guess. We just don't have a lot of wind. So when we come to Monterey, you know, it's sometimes you don't realize how close you really want to get those upshots.
Yep, oh, for sure.
Because a 20-foot putt with a bunch of wind all of a sudden feels like a 40-footer.
Oh, absolutely. And we'll just blame it on the rain.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. All right, we are on to hole 23. Adam's up 3 and Skylar's up 5. This is 291. It's pretty much just dead straight. It gets really dense towards the green, though, Ben, right?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite holes. It's kind of...
I like it a
You
lot,
either
too.
make the green or you don't.
Yeah.
And you're probably not getting the birdie unless you're in the green. And
Yeah.
if you get on the green, you have to throw into what is probably a 20-mile-an-hour headwind.
Yeah.
You can't feel it from inside the grove that you tee off on, and you've got to put it within a 20-foot gap just to get onto the green.
Yeah, even if you're within 20 feet, you might have a pretty interesting putt with all these trees by the basket.
That's right. Adam goes a little wide, and he does cut towards the basket, but I think he's going to be in those trees.
Yep.
And probably with a weird putt that'll have to snake through a bunch of bendy trees.
Yep. I think you're totally right. And Tim throwing the hyzer flip up the middle.
Tim actually just
Pierced
what's this?
He pierced it. Yeah.
Nice little flex shot, not too much, just enough, and I think it just went right past the basket.
It looked like it did, yeah. And Skylar's still on the Firebird.
11-time Firebird beat him meat hook disc, and that's what meat hooks do. He just probably meant to send it a little wider, and it ended up on the left.
Yeah, it's kind of that play where you just throw it up and have it crash down in the trees.
Yeah. You don't want to be too far off to the left or right because you might have a super obstructed upshot.
It actually drops off pretty quickly to the left past those trees.
That too, yeah.
If you really shank it. Nick, that looked pretty good.
Yeah, same sort of idea. Skylar just kind of, like you say, corrected off of him a little bit and sent it just wide enough.
And here's our fun putt from Adam.
Yep.
Oh.
Great try, especially considering the stance he had to take. It looked like he couldn't really push his way into the putt way someone normally would.
Yeah.
Look at Tim's obstructed putt with that branch.
Yeah, he went right on line, just a little bit long, and coming back for his birdie. Good putt from Tim.
Tim sinks it. Great putt, Tim.
Yeah, getting a point.
Yeah, I think he just lost one on that last hole with the unfortunate little squirrel roll of the Rhino.
Yeah.
And he gets it back right here. Yeah. And I leave the camera on him just enough to make him a little uncomfortable.
Nice.
Simple. Like, why are you still filming?
Nick for birdie finished a little bit left, pin high. It's like a fairly open putt. He bangs that one nicely.
Yeah, but he had to kind of straddle it out.
That he did.
Good putt.
Yeah, it's not. You got to be really close to get a clean putt on this hole.
That you do.
Skylar makes his birdie for the push for them, keeping his lead at 5. Adams is down to 2. And we're on to hole 24, 460 feet. And this one's really downhill, then it kind of goes back uphill at the very end, Ben.
Yeah. Especially in the position it's at now, 460, you actually have to go maybe another, 50 or so feet up the hill from where the bottom is.
Or that
More than that, really.
Normal short pin.
The short pin, yeah. It's actually probably 70 past that.
So Tim throwing his boss on this wet rubber tee pad. Oh, he slipped,
yeah,
Ben.
It's very slippery, and Tim actually did get a little slip there
Yep.
and carved him off to the left.
Yeah, came out early. Should be able to make a par from there, but not what he was trying to do. You could tell.
There's Wes Morrison, one of our top seeds.
Oh, nice. I played with him
Followed
before.
by
Super nice guy.
Caesar Zimeno. Yep.
Oh,
And
Caesar.
yeah, Wes was winner of the Am Masters Cup this year. Got to play in a card with Champ, among others.
That's right.
And that's his
Caesar's a
opponent,
such
Aaron
Coast
Maxwell.
Disc Golf homie.
Yeah.
He helped us out at Masters Cup a ton.
Yeah. Caesar's a great guy. And you can catch him at the Day Lost Shack, too, working over there.
Uh-huh. He hooked us up with Dave Likegaard, who filmed for us at Masters Cup. Also a great guy.
Dave's a great dude.
Yeah.
And, we saw Jason there for a second from the Jelly Jam video. He was hanging out.
Nice.
His match is already over. I think he did really well in his match.
Cool. Adam crushed it right on line, but still a little bit short. It was a really big pull.
Yeah, I mean, this is a big shot. It's weird how different it is from the short pin because of the uphill at the end.
Yeah, you can almost throw a T-bird at like a fairway or mid at the short pin, but you really got to disc up to get to this long pin.
Yeah, it's almost, I mean, it's probably not the same elevation as the tee, but it's not that low compared to the short pin.
Absolutely. Skyler had the power but finished right, and Nick has a little bit better line, but looks like he's going to be a little bit short.
Yeah.
Short right, yeah. This is Skyler's second shot. Just looking to get up and down for his par for a push, most likely. Pretty good up shot.
Yeah, it does suck.
And Tim is short left, also looking to get up and down for a push.
Oh, he had the slip on the tee.
Whoa.
And he sends it long.
That one did go quite a bit long.
Adam knows he just got to put it under the basket now, and he should have a point unless Tim can throw it in.
Yeah, he put the pressure back on Tim. Nick?
First, Tim is looking downhill, and I believe Nick needs to make this just to stay alive, and needs a little luck.
Okay, so that's match over right there.
I do believe so. There's only 4 holes left after this.
Okay.
25, 26, 26A, and 27.
Ooh, Tim.
And Tim does put it home.
Had a baby. That was a great putt.
Yeah.
Love it.
I mean, their match is a little closer, but Tim really needed that point.
Oh, sure did. Or that was a push, actually, but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, that's right. He just really
needed to not lose a point.
Right.
Yeah.
Nick almost had a little pull knock.
But Skylar getting the point, getting the push.
I believe that completes it. Skylar wins 5. So that means he had a 5-point advantage with 4 holes to go.
Gotcha. And so we just have the Tim and Adam show now?
Yep.
Cool. We're on a hole 25, 288. This one's pretty uphill, though, and plays quite a bit longer than 288, I feel like.
And quite a muddy tee, as we could see from that picture.
Yeah.
Along with Adam's soles look pretty muddy.
Oh.
Yeah, Tim just gets a little over on that one, but should be able to have a look. This 288, I mean, it probably plays, 325, something like that.
Yeah, I called it that.
It's not as long as the position in the Jelly Jam that's up on the rock.
Okay, that's the one I've always played. That's a crush.
Yeah, this one's not as bad, but it's just kind of navigating between these bushes.
Looks like Tim just laid it for a par, and Adam needs this for a point. It's coming down, Ben.
Yeah, it was raining pretty hard. Good thing we had umbrellas.
Yeah, smart man right there, bringing one of those.
Keep it in there all times.
Yep, nice. Adam misses his birdie. Tim makes a par, and Adam is going to be coming back to push this hole.
Should be able to put this in.
Yeah.
Although, as we can see the ice plant, look at that stance. He's got to get his heel up on the ice plant, toe on the ground.
Yeah, that stuff's slippery, man.
Does it?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Very tough.
Makes his par for a push. And
Adam's one of those guys you evidenced by the small bag. You don't need 20 discs to play well.
No.
Just need the right ones. You got to know them well.
Exactly.
Adam up 2 with 3 holes left.
2 of 3 to go. All right, we're on the hole 26, 425. This one's very downhill, but a really fast green.
Yes.
Really tough to stick a backhand.
Anything that skips to the left.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that?
Yeah, I was going to say, anything that skips to the left like a backhand is going to be really tough to control where it's going to stop.
Yeah, you really want to stay out of all those trees on the left.
Oh, yeah. I got to imagine Tim's probably throwing a boss.
Probably. Oh, you know what? I think he's throwing his Thunderbird, actually.
Oh, okay.
Just looking for a straighter flight.
Gotcha.
Probably not as big of a fade. And, kind of settles up nicely.
Yeah, he's off to the left. Of a putt, but it's longer than he wanted. And Adam with his shot.
Adam's going with his G-Star turn.
Okay. There does tend to be a headwind on this hole, though.
That's true. So he's probably putting a bunch of hyzer on it.
Yeah, if he's throwing a turn for sure. Oh yeah, threw some hyzer on it, but
Some height, but it's still flipped over.
Yeah, that thing definitely flipped in that headwind.
I think it comes back and...
Oh, there it is.
Yep, there it is. Adam says he was trying to
Razz the second card? Nice.
Yeah.
That was a good layup for a par, though.
Ever the competitor.
Yeah, for sure. And Tim for 2 for a point. Oh, man. Good run. Yeah, just a little bit low.
So I think at this point, if Adam puts this home, now the best Tim can do is draw to tie the match.
Oh, okay.
And then we each get a half point
Gotcha.
for the total match.
So we got 2 holes left. We got 26A and 27.
Yeah, 26A is one of those holes that everybody expects to get.
Yeah.
You maybe only get it half the time.
Yeah, it looks so easy. Like you should get it.
271 uphill, wide open.
Totally wide open. But
probably doesn't play much longer than 320, if that.
Yeah.
But somehow the slope and the elements tend to make it a little tricky.
Yep.
This is Dean. He's battling with Marshall right now.
Okay.
Eric is battling with Scott Kesey. Bangs home that putt, and I do believe that ends the match for them. Eric with the victory.
Okay. Nice work
And
there.
Dean needs to make this putt to push with Marshall.
Okay.
Where they could continue the match.
Gotcha. This comebacker right here?
Yeah, and he was really trying to go after that putt because with a few holes left, he was kind of just trying to stay alive.
Oh, no.
I believe Marshall was up 3 with 2 holes to go. Or 2, and then now that Dean has missed that putt, Marshall goes ahead and takes it with tap in.
Gotcha.
So, 1 point for Santa Cruz, 1 point for Ryan Ranch.
On that card?
The Monterey team wanted us to know that they, in the end, went with the name of Ryan Ranch instead of Monterey.
Oh, did they? Oh, okay.
A little confusing there, but yeah, it's wrong in the credits, but to me, I'd say that they're almost interchangeable.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got Tim throwing that Thunderbird again.
Yep, just sending it a little wide.
Yeah, it's gonna be pin high, but farther right than he wanted.
Yep.
Nice little tiny cut roll at the end, but we'll see what he can do.
Yep.
And Adam looking to lock up this match with the birdie right here.
Yeah, all he needs to do is birdie this, unless Tim can, or no, even if Tim birdies.
Yeah. Throwing a hyzer flip, but the turn he wanted.
Gave it a little too much height, but he's actually not that far either.
Yeah, almost pin high, just a little bit left.
It's probably 40 here.
Mm-hmm. And Adam for the match.
For the match.
Oh, buddy. Just a little bit high.
Top, yeah.
And so Tim needs this to keep the match going, Ben.
Yeah.
That's within his range, but it's a pressure putt.
Oh yeah. You know, obviously we got the rain, wind, a little bit of slope.
Yep. Some mud.
Yeah.
Yes.
Elements.
Yep. Oh, sneaks it over.
Oh, just over the rim.
Yeah, great putt from Tim.
Breath right there.
Keeps this match going. On to the last hole. Gotta love it. What's that?
That is the Bee Gees. Staying alive.
Oh, there's Stan Pratt.
Stan Pratt.
Oh. Gonna be him and Braden. Gonna be the tournament directors for Masters Cup this year.
That's right.
A couple of great guys.
You CCG Vans. God, I can't talk right now. I got a little bit of a congestion.
All good, man. All good.
CCG fans, I hope you're all looking forward to this year's Masters Cup.
It should be great. And we're on to the last hole. And what was it? Adam up 1. And we're on 345. Pretty much dead straight. The basket's on this little tiny bit of a hill, which makes birdies rarer than if the hill wasn't there.
345 feet of goodness.
Very true.
Oh, yeah. Bring it on home.
You kind of have to play it a little bit.
Yeah, that was fun.
You know,
Yeah.
deep right is out of bounds
Thank you.
in the parking lot or the tournament central area.
Uh-huh.
And it slopes down pretty far left and leaves you with a tough birdie or throw-in, putt or throw-in from the left side.
Sure.
But anywhere right gives you a little bit more of a level look.
Yeah. It definitely slopes off faster on the left.
Yeah.
And Tim looking to get close. Really needs this one to have the match.
Mm-hmm.
Throwing that hyzer flip up the middle again.
Underbird. Looks like it's got a chance.
Oh, man.
Oh, he has a chance to maybe just take it outright with a point there. Or I guess I'm sorry, that would just still be a draw. But
Yeah. But,
I mean, Adam, at that point, we're actually to be like, oh, geez, I got to throw it in now. Yeah.
But he's going to have a long putt, though. And it's going to be uphill. And Adam taking, like, a more conservative route here, Ben?
Yeah, I think he definitely wants to ensure the par.
Yeah. Yeah, should be able to do that from there, no problem.
Yep. In fact, I'd say he's got a decent chance of throwing that in.
Yeah, sure does. And so Tim really, he needs this to have the match. Assuming Adam misses his putt. He's probably about 50 out.
Yeah, I think that disc you see on the screen is actually not Adam's.
Oh, okay. I thought it seemed closer than his drive.
Yeah. So here's Tim for the draw.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no.
Oh, Tim is having the worst.
He got so
Luck
much
all day.
chain and basket on that one.
Okay.
Oh, poor
Like,
Tim.
can't you add all those proximities in and just kind of give him a stroke or two?
Right?
Well, unfortunately, it doesn't work that way.
Oh, yeah.
But it's in good spirits anyway. Adam lays up and he'll take the match by one.
Yep.
Nail biter.
Yeah, great
Couldn't
match.
ask for much more for a battle between the number one seeds.
Yeah, gotta love it.
Yeah. Looking forward to playing these guys again next year. We'll be going to De La Viega for a rematch in the second annual Stork Cup.
Nice, man. Really cool.
Yeah.
Get this thing going.
Yeah, we're all excited about it.
Yeah, a lot of really amazing golfers in the Little Bay Area.
Yeah, and it seems like got a whole new crop of them too.
Yeah,
Pretty exciting.
Playing De La and Ryan Ranch and Pinot it'll make your game good. Those are some, tough world class courses.
It's true. It took me a little while to start playing tournaments in towns other than my own to realize that, but people all over have a great respect for De La Viega as well as all the Monterey courses.
Definitely. Oh, always my favorites. Always loved going up there for when I lived in Paso Robles, taking a trip up there and playing those courses.
That was one of the first things that said it to me. I was like, you mean you guys drove like 3 hours to play my home course?
Yep.
I guess so.
Yep, all the time.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
There's Shane in the background holding up an umbrella. Shane just helped me out earlier today getting a disc out of a tree. He's become the new slingshot kingpin.
Since passing of
I
time.
don't know what you want to call it. No, it's Steve Jones was the guy.
Oh, okay.
Not Slingshot Steve.
Slingshot Steve. Okay.
And so Shane's now the guy who will get your disc out of the tree for a small fee, perhaps.
Nice, man.
And yeah, you can catch him around De La quite often.
Definitely a lot of discs and trees at De La.
Yep. And there's Dave Levan in the bottom left corner. He, I believe, a former tournament director, Masters Cup. Maybe even former president. I don't know. When I started watching Masters Cup, I didn't know anything about disc golf, but I knew that Dave Levan was there. And everyone's told me since that, yeah, he's a big, important part of the La Viega history. And that's Steve Thomas behind Marty Hafner, known to friends as the Disco Dinosaur. Disco Dino for short.
Nice. So who ended up winning this thing?
Ray took it down 22.5 to 18.5.
Wow.
I don't think it's unfair of me to say that they were the underdogs in this, and people
Yeah.
were even talking about we 3-1 favorites if someone was to put odds on it.
Dang.
And Monterey came out and made a great showing on their home course. I'm proud of them.
Yeah, little home course advantage right there.
Yeah, I've been coming out to Monterey for several years now, and they've always been, really welcoming to me. And, although we really wanted the win, and I'm proud of them, I think those are a bunch of great guys out there in Monterey, and they deserve it.
Yeah, for sure, man.
But we'll be taking it back next week.
So was that Brian Schoenfelder? Yeah, I thought so.
Good friend of the program. And you'll see in a minute.
Was that Hayuma?
He supplies the Pliny Elder. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to mention Huma earlier. I was going to try to rush it in and we were moving along. But Huma played for De La Viega this year despite being a CSUMB alum.
Uh-huh.
and he took quite a bit of crap for that, but we thank him for doing that.
Right on.
He works for DGA, but moved close to La Viega this year, and about halfway through the year started coming out to our weekly tag events and qualified for the team based on that.
Oh, nice.
We're happy to have him, and hopefully he sticks with us because he's a great player
Cool,
and a great guy.
Yeah. So there's some planning going in this thing eventually here.
Yeah, they're drinking Pliny the Elder out of the cup. There's Matt Dirkbite DeReich right there, Tony Burciaga, several other. There's Brendan Weir in the back. Sean O'Neill of Santa Cruz is going to be doing a lot of restoration on De La Viega this year.
Cool. You guys, some of the holes are closed right now. They're doing some work up there.
That's right. The last 4 holes, affectionately known as the Hill, including Top of the World, are being closed for the next 3 months to ensure that they'll stay much longer than 3 months. We're trying to get those roots in more healthy shape so that those trees don't fall down.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's a tough one. We have to kind of bite the bullet. Everybody wants to play Top of the World, but
Yeah.
it's probably for the best.
Yep.
There's Ray Ramirez. He's happy, no doubt.
Nice.
President of the club right there. Eddie in the back.
Right on, guys.
Yeah, Monterey's hooking it up as they should.
For sure. Well, cool, guys. That is all we got for the Central Coast Team Challenge. Ben, thanks for all your work, man.
Hey, thanks for having me.
For sure. And we will catch you guys around. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.